Welcome back to the Blitz here on San Antonio Sports Star, ESPN AM 1250 and 94.5 FM. Our AA Best Bail Bonds Dallas Cowboys training camp coverage continues. I'm Jason Minnix here in California, and that is the birthday boy, Dak Prescott, joining us now on the Blitz. Happy birthday, man.
Thank you for the birthday wishes, and thank you for having me on.
How cool is it to go through practice with fans singing happy birthday seemingly nonstop, and then, of course, your teammates give you a cake to the face?
It was fun. Definitely a first getting the cake to the face, but it's always a blessing just to be able to be at training camp and be doing what I love for my birthday. So something that I don't take for granted, and then obviously having it topped off with the cake to the face. That was fun. I'm sure that was for some hard knocks, but I enjoyed it.
Well, it was fun to watch. I don't know about getting the cake to the face, but I did see Zeke eat some of the cake as he was walking away. You got about 20 seagulls behind you right now eating some of the cake. Did you get to eat any of it?
Yeah, when they put it in my face, unfortunately, some got in my mouth. Unfortunately, because it didn't taste bad, actually. And that's what I told Zeke, and so that's why he wanted to taste it and said the same. But I'm glad I'm able to feed the seagulls now.
Yeah, well, that's it.
I'm sharing my birthday cake. How about that?
There you go, man. Well, you're a giver. That's what Dak Prescott does. Hey, honestly, man, does it kind of suck every year that your birthday's at training camp?
No, it doesn't. Last year, because of COVID, was the first time that it wasn't in a long time. I guess since I went off to college, and I was able to celebrate it with my friends, my family, my girlfriend, and that was a special one. But this is what I love doing the most. This is what I want my birthday to be like as long as I'm fortunate to play this game. So it'll never get old coming out here and having thousands of strangers and fans sing you happy birthday. So I'm thankful for it.
Dallas Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott with us here on the Blitz on his birthday. You were out there today. That was the good news. Yesterday we were all very concerned about your arm. They say it's mild. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Just something I want to work through, something I don't want to push too far, and just taking the precautions that are needed so I don't do too much, obviously early in training camp, and make something that doesn't have to be worse. So
after all the rehab, just getting back out here, and you've talked about this a lot during your press conferences and whatnot, but are you going to play in any preseason games? What's the plan there for your availability during any of the preseason games?
Yeah, I mean, I know that was the plan before, obviously, this came up yesterday, and I'm going to remain and think that stays the same. So, as I said, this is something I'm going to work through, but I want to plan preseason action. I think it's just good for me, good for the team, good for all the guys, just to get our legs underneath us, get some communication versus somebody different than ourselves, and allows us to have an exhibition game or just some snaps that don't count before we jump into the real thing.
Is it the game speed part that you want to get under your belt before you face Tampa Bay in that opener?
I think it's the game speed, but I mean, we're out here practicing at a high speed. We're competing at a high level. Not only that, we'll get to scrimmage the Rams. So I think there's a lot of things that are going to be different this year than they were last year. Last year was just funny going into that first game without much of a exhibition game or much of a game speed practice, and so I think it's important, and I think it's why it's most important for us to get out there, including myself, to get some reps.
Dak Prescott with us here on ESPN San Antonio. You look at the offensive weapons. Zeke looks incredible shape. You've mentioned several times how in shape some of those offensive linemen are, because unfortunately you spent a lot of time in the rehab room with them last year. How dangerous and explosive can this offense be?
Oh, yeah, we can be dangerous. We're going to set our goals, and we're going to go accomplish them, but we know it's about coming out here each and every day and improving every day and every drill we have, and taking it step by step. And we're excited to do that. We're hungry to do that. We're not going to get ahead of ourselves and not going to try to play game one right now. It's about coming out here in the next couple of days and putting the next practice under our belts and making sure that we get better than we were today.
With so many receiving options, how do you make sure they all get theirs?
Yeah, when you got guys and personalities like we have, there's not a big ego. These are all guys that want to see the other man succeed. They want to see Zeke succeed, and that's the great part about this offense that we have is there's so much talent, but everyone's doing it for one another. So that's exciting. That allows us to have for that one ball to get around and make everyone happy, and everyone knows that when they get the play, they want to make a big play because they know the next man might go do it if they don't. So that's just the fun part that we've gotten. It's a good problem to have.
Do you get receivers that try to get you to change the play in the huddle?
No, not necessarily, not at all. But we've got great communication. Once we get up to the line, if there's certain looks that we've talked about, I get guys kind of looking at me, giving me their eyes, and I know what they mean. But that's the connection. That's the chemistry we've created, and that's great to have. That's guys saying, hey, this is the look that we wanted to attack, and I want the ball, and what do you think about it? And a lot of times, you give them that signal, and we roll from there.
If a receiver did ask you to change the play, would you?
It depend on what his idea of the play was. But I know going into the game, what we're looking for and what we're trying to attack, and obviously I trust Kellen and everything he has.
Dak, I'm setting you up, man. We had Bryce Butler. He was at practice yesterday, and we've known Bryce a long time, and he told me to ask you this.
Ask him about the time I told him to change. I tried to get him to change a play in the huddle his rookie year. He remembers that story like it was yesterday. Just ask him the time that I tried to get him to change a play, and just ask him if he did it or not.
All right.
So however you got to word it to make it sound clever, just be like, we had your boy in here, yesterday, and he was talking about, trying to get plays changed and stuff like that, and just see what he says.
Like I said, it depends on what the play was. So as Bryce is referring to, I did not change that play.
You did not? Yeah, no more details on that?
No, not necessarily. I mean, Bryce, he wanted the ball. As I said, that's something that I'm never going to be mad at a receiver wanting to do that. But and also being a rookie, it's a lot different than where I'm at in my career now. So definitely didn't.
Very true. And to be fair, Bryce says last time you two played golf, you actually beat him. And he's still mad about it.
I did. We played a little scramble, and I had to make a long putt to win it, and I did exactly that. So I know he's been in the lab, and I might not have been. So I'm gonna give it some time before that rematch.
Dak Prescott with us here on San Antonio Sports Star, ESPN AM 1250 and 94.5 FM. As you think about where you guys are in training camp right now, last question for you, Dak. I know you're got to go. I'm getting the signal because probably more birthday wishes coming. What's the one area coming off the rehab in the season that you didn't get to have last year that you are behind on that surprises you that you're behind on?
I really wouldn't say there's an area I'm behind on, to be honest with you. I did my due diligence during the injury to make sure that my mind stayed fresh and that I stayed a part of the game mentally. And I've got some great people that were part of the rehab process that have allowed me to come back. And I feel like the player that I was right before I got hurt, and now the point is to get better than that. So,
well, I can tell you, being here when you actually became the starter during that rookie year of your training camp, seeing you then, seeing you now, you don't look like you're behind, but I thought I'd ask. Dak, happy birthday. Appreciate you taking the time with us here in San Antonio.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.